Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail, and we're continuing here at St Mary's Church of Ireland in Drogheda. And in one of the other wee videos I mentioned the tower to you there, and I'd like to mention it again, only this time I would like to mention it in connection with the Irish Civil War, because it's known as Martello Tower, and it's also known as the fort at Millmount. And the fort at Millmount here was considerably damaged during the Irish Civil War of 1922 to 1923, whenever it was occupied by anti-treaty forces. And so it was shelled for several hours by the Free State Irish Army, and so it took considerable damage during the Irish Civil War. So the tower here has a big connection, not only to the Normans, not only with the mound, and also with the defences of Drogheda during the Cromwellian period, but it's also got a big connection to the Irish Civil War. And I'm going to mention a gentleman, a man called Daly, and I think he was a captain. Some of it is in Irish, so I find it hard to read some of it, but I think he was a captain in the anti-treaty forces, and he died, it would seem, in 1922. So I'm going to show you that plot, but before I show you that one, I want to show you a soldier of one of the Commonwealth graves, and he died in 1916, and his name was Ivers. So we're going to have a wee look at his grave first. And again, you can see the old church there that was damaged during the Cromwellian period. And so we're coming up on the grave now. And this is the gentleman here. He was Lieutenant Colonel O.G. Ivers, and he was Special List, so I assume that's some sort of regiment. And he died on the 12th of February 1916. He was aged 53, so he wasn't young, that's for sure. And it says, God's greatness round our incompleteness, round restlessness his rest. And so that must be the badge, obviously, of the regiment that he was in. So that's one of the Commonwealth graves. That's the only Commonwealth graves that I've seen here in St Mary's. But now we're going to look at a gentleman who, it seems, who died in 1922 during the Irish Civil War. And he was part of the anti-treaty forces who were fighting the Irish Free State Army. And so basically what you had was, it was Irishman against Irishman. And you can see the walls there as well. Fantastic. And so we're going to have a wee look at this grave as well. And this is it here. And you can see a couple of guns on it there. And the gentleman's called Daly. And it's erected by his comrades of the IRA, or the Irish Republican Army. And you'll see from the date that it's 1922. 26th, I'm not sure what the month is, but it's 1922, so he must have died on the 26th of whatever month that is, 1922. So that must have been obviously during the Irish Civil War, especially when you have the two cross rifles. And I think he might have been a captain, because although that's Gaelic, to me that looks like captain, but it might be something different in Gaelic, I'm not too sure. So maybe if somebody can read the Gaelic language there, you can leave a comment and tell me what exactly the inscription says on this gentleman's grave, on Mr. Daly's grave. I assume he was a captain, but I'm not too sure. So there you go. So you have a direct connection there with the Irish Civil War. Fantastic. And also then in the other grave I showed you, you have a connection with the First World War, 1916. And of course with the tower itself, there's a massive history, and I hope to do a wee recording up at the tower in the next video. So thanks for watching, and God bless.